Okay, so in the previous video, what did we do? We added this shape here. Okay, so that's basically what we talked about. It's a 2D sign. Okay, if we look here, this is kind of the dimensions of that 2D sign. So we've drawn that. Okay, the next step is to put in what's called a hinge line. So the hinge line, the first kind of element of it is this piece here. So it's this straight line underneath. So I'm going to come underneath. Now it doesn't actually matter what distance you come underneath, but I'm going to come about 15 mil. Okay. So about 15 mil down. Leave a quick mark there. Boom. And I'm going to draw a straight line across there. Okay. Now, if you look here, it's got the north, west, south, and east. Okay. And the kind of broken line down here shows us the second part of the hinge line is in a southwesterly direction, which means it's at 45 degrees down in this direction. Okay. So, take our 45 degree set square and we're going to draw a line straight down at 45 degrees. Okay. Now, what are we doing here? So what we're doing is, this is somewhat similar to orthographic projection. So if this was the elevation, okay, what we're doing with the, if you were to kind of liken this to orthographic projection, think of the hinge here as the plan. So we're now looking downward on the sign. So the sign is flipped, so it's downwards, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to literally rotate the sign around, okay, till it gets to this point here. So we said it's around for 45 degrees down the southwestern direction. And we're going to actually look, but we're going to look and see what the sign looks like if we were standing here and looking in. Okay, so our little person is standing there and they're looking this direction. Okay, so let's do that. How do we do that? So step one, we're going to locate these 2 points. Okay, so what we do is we take our line here, we extend them. Now this is all like construction lines. Extend them down like so. Take our compass, place the point of the compass there on the hinge line, just there. Extend it out. Okay, it's that point there. Oh, a bit slow with this compass. Now it's that point there, and we're literally going to rotate this point around. Okay, perfect. So that kind of drops off screen there for 1 second. Just let me bring it up a little bit. Okay. So, what have we done here? We've taken the point, brought it down. Okay. So in terms of, we have the point here. We flipped it up. Rotate it around. That's what's happening with our compass. It's rotating around. Okay. It's gotten to this point here. Okay. And we're going to look through like so. We're going to look from this direction. So to do that, what we do is we take our, now again, these lines are nice construction lines. And we just draw it straight up. Okay. Just like we did in orthographic projection. Okay. Draw the line across. Just going to extend that on. Okay. So, to find the height of this line, we would just bring them straight across like so. Nice and easy. Okay. So, we can now actually find, this is 4 points we have. So we have the general outline now. Okay. Okay, perfect. We've got the general outline. Now what we've got to do is find this kind of the shape of the arrow. Okay, so the first point I'm going to locate is here, the very pointy edge of the arrow here. So take my pencil, bring it down so I locate it on the hinge line. Rotate it around. Like so. Rotate it around. Draw it straight up. Okay, and where that point hit, so we brought it over and around. So where that point hit, that's one of our points. Like so. That's one point there. Okay, so the next point is I'm going to try and find these 2 points. So to bring them, I'm going to bring this line across, followed by that line there. Straight across there, where these 2 hit. Okay, so I know that these 2 points are somewhere along this line, these 2 lines. What I've got to do is actually find exactly where. And to do that, we bring the line down till it hits the hinge line. Rotate the whole thing around. Okay. Rotate the whole thing around. Like so. We're now looking in here. Let's draw it up. Now, so that's where this point hits here, that line. Brought it across so it hits there and it hits here. Okay. Now, on that same line, I know that this point here, see the way it kind of comes down, the arrow comes down and it comes up here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to find the height. So let's bring that across. It's there. Now, once I grab my second set square, bring this one across here. Okay, so it goes from there to there. Okay. Now we've really very little to draw other now next, okay? Very little indeed. So we've got to actually find, we have this line here, we know it's there, okay? Now what we've got to do is we've actually just got to find this point here. So to do that, we draw it down, okay? Wrong color pen. Sorry, no, 1 second. Get it ready. Set it here. So let's rotate it around. Okay. So a little bit shorter. Perfect. Okay. Draw this around. Okay. Bring it straight up. It's this point and this point. Perfect. Now we're finished. So what's happened? We've taken this one here, we've flipped it over, okay, and we've rotated it up to see what it looks like from this point here. Thank you.